天国を追い出された天使は悪魔になるしかないんだ。そうだろう、スパイ。
Okay. Okay. I think we got it. Maybe? Man, it's been a minute. I'm getting. Oh, no. Oh, I messed everything up. It's okay, I'm almost there. Almost. This one? Yes, maybe this one.
But you're the one still tied to the past, Spike.
Whoa, chill. Chill. Okay. Okay. I don't know if any of this is actually working. We double check. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. I just realized that this is. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, this is like super bright. There you go. Do some of this. That. Okay. Cool. Alright, let me make sure. Can you guys see? Can anybody see? Oh. I guess not. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, let's just go join and oh. That's not good. Okay, well, let's go join the Discord and see what we got. Hold on.
I hated it out there anyway.
Hello.
Her sister don't even want to come talk to me, dude.
Oh.
Fuck.
What did I join into?
Dog, I don't. She's super shy to begin with. I can't believe.
And so I guess I'm gonna get off because Android just posted that he's live with Josh, Rob, and Dove.
There you go.
Oh.
All right, see you guys, bro.
Wow.
Joel-
Okay.
Joel-
There you go.
Joel's not a part of
I was
it.
muted. I was trying to tell you. I was gonna update it.
So Josh, Rob, and Devon. All right, cool guys.
my
Hey Brian,
gosh.
are you live?
Anyway, my camera's not working, so hold on.
I heard, bro. That's fucked up.
It's not fair, Joel.
The only guy fucking defending my honor is Devon. I remember that.
Yeah, man. Always, dude.
I defended your honor by cheesing him.
Wow.
You did hit him with the "Are you alive?"
Wonderful. Yeah, my camera's not working for them.
And this whole time I've been fucking sending fucking Brian $1 a month.
Oh,
Wow.
my bad.
Brian.
And this is how I get repaid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty accurate, actually. Oh, I know why it's not. Hold on.
Hey Brian, did you get my list?
Yes,
Stupid.
unfortunately.
You use the fuzzy one.
Fuzzy.
Use the fuzzy one.
I found the cable. Apparently it was... When I shot that video, all this stuff got fudged up.
Yo Rob, how many Ribrians do you
What?
play?
3.
I play 4.
Well, aren't we cool?
You know what I'm sad about?
Because
Oh wait, no, we can't talk about it yet because we haven't.
yeah,
started.
Brian, I got 4 because I was sad when they didn't send me my Zarbon.
Oh. Okay. Does this work? Yes. It does. Alright, now I gotta work on...
Oh, maybe I should have worn my space shirt. I thought about wearing my shirt, but I didn't want to look for it.
Really?
Did you say MySpace?
My shirt.
Yeah, MySpace did. MySpace did.
My MySpace.
MySpace did.
You know, at one point I tried to go find I tried to go like log into MySpace.
I think the only thing that's on my MySpace is Sum 41 songs.
I did try to go log into my MySpace. I couldn't get in, but it was funny trying.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this. That works.
Man,
I
you should
guess.
have. You had all week to figure this out.
No, I didn't.
I see nothing's changed.
Remember how I said you guys gonna do it, and everybody said like, I don't know. Ooh.
Who said that? You know what? You're right.
I don't know what.
That's not right, because even I said I'm down.
Nah. Hey, look, introductions. All right, let's set up the
Literally,
camera.
everybody said I'm down.
Literally everyone said they were down, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll jump on.
Ooh, I remember that. All right, let's move this.
We'll get the perspective of someone who's been dabbling in the game for a hot minute.
And
Oh,
who
definitely.
would that be?
Fuck. Each of you up one-on-one.
Who
I don't
would
know.
that
Am I
be,
going
I
out there?
wonder? Can I put myself up here, maybe?
At this point, probably even Devon could be me, who knows?
Ah, that's a stretch.
That's a
actually.
stretch.
A real
like-
big stretch.
That's
see
like
about
a
that.
game. You know who sucks worse?
Who?
Robert Drost.
Yo Rob, are you main
Dude,
boarding
but
next
I
month?
That dude sucks at this game.
You can't even say my last name right.
I don't
Drost.
care.
Thank you. Someone actually cared.
Droste.
I don't care enough to say. I only pronounce winners' names correctly.
It's Roberto.
It has like a Spanish flair to it, so I can pronounce it. Droste.
Justy.
Yeah.
Drosty.
I don't care to
maybe
pronounce
because of
losers'
this?
names correctly.
We're gonna need
Roberto
another
Droste.
team member
There you
because
go.
Devon's gonna
Does that work? True. Okay. Well, I can't see you guys for some reason. It won't
You
show.
literally just had it there a second ago.
Yeah, I can
We
drag
can't
you
see.
over, but we literally can't. Okay, well, I'm gonna do the getaway. There you go.
Ain't
There
that
you
the
go, there's-
special way?
Oh. There you go. Getaway. Now you can. It doesn't. Okay, hold on.
Oh, Joel, can you show me your fridge?
Oh my
I
god.
don't think you can, bro.
Delete. Oh, chill.
So Joel, can you take your camera and show me what's in your fridge?
Why?
A lot of beer and a lot of food.
Empty
Can I look
crib.
at it?
Let's do voice chat. Nope. Voice chat.
DVS,
Oh, there you
DVS
go.
cribs.
Yee, there you go. Okay, that should work, right? That works.
Look at that. Look at the deliciousness.
And then
Hey, that's pretty good.
do that.
That's pretty good.
Do that. Do that. Look, I'm on top. Alright. I think we got it now. Boom. Boom. Okay, who's here? So we got Devon. We got me,
What's up?
of course. We got Rob over here. Joel. I don't know who that is. And then we have Josh.
Sounds so disappointed. It's fucked up.
Yeah. That's accurate.
At least you're on the video title, Josh. Don't worry.
I'm updating it. God. I gotta do everything.
So we have
right.
to exclude Josh this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Devon at the end and then add Joel. One sec. Oh, there
Yeah.
he goes.
I always come last.
I know. And
It's
then
alphabetical
we
order.
Here we do this.
I don't think that's correct.
Kinda.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, D came after A.
Yeah, I was just
And
about to
R.
That was it. Well, while I'm doing this, we can talk about the first thing.
Cheers.
Which is team updates. Nothing yet. Since technically, no, nothing yet. We'll come back to that. Upcoming product releases.
You do have one.
Not yet. Upcoming product releases. So I can bring up all of the thingies as far as what should we call it? The new release product that we just saw. So we have obviously the Giant Force coming out next week. Wow, next week or not next week? Next month, about less than 3 weeks, I would say. And then we have 2 expansion sets in November the 20th, which is right after Draft Box for some reason.
Right after draft box.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we have
That's why I love this game.
and then we have a bunch of other stuff. Let me just share this and we can talk through it. But what are you guys' thoughts?
I hate it because
The draft box seems fair.
they reprinted.
I don't know.
They reprinted the 5-drop Vegeta, and I just bought another one.
This isn't
True.
in the set, stupid. That's in March.
I don't care.
Which I think
They
the
said
products-
upcoming product and releases. That is an upcoming product.
Fair. But I don't know how much it's going to really impact pricing. If the print run's been like how it is with everything else, it'll sell out in like a week, and then everything's going to be the same price. Look at the event pack each. Someone mentioned that on my post that I made about the reprints. Boonies are probably going to go down to like 50 or 60 a piece. They're not going to stay up at the 80 that they are now, but the prices aren't going to change too drastically. I wouldn't super worry about it, and we'll eventually get to it at some point on this too. But Red's picking up steam. The Vegetas are going to start getting bought and played because they go with the deck. So by the time the reprint happens, Listen, tell me I'm wrong.
You're
Oh.
wrong.
El Rey, thank you for the tier 1, baby. 4 months.
Hooray.
What a beast.
Yeah,
good luck.
I just don't think the prices are gonna I don't think they're gonna drop that much. If the print run's bigger, then they will. But I don't see them. I see the print runs being how they have been, especially with all the COVID stuff being on. I really don't see the prices dropping that much.
Yeah.
In draft box 6, it's a fair draft box. There's a couple cards that are staples. Couple, obviously, you have the 1-drop cycle that kind of screws blue to a point because they have nothing that says ignore barrier. Besides,
I've been doing the
Barrier
math on it. Those cards are just good. You could deal with them pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
It forces if any deck has to do like their turn by turns, that pushes their turn by turn a full turn later. So like you could get around it fairly easy, and if they do it early, like that just means that you still have the entire amount of time to just prepare to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that big a deal.
What do you have to get rid of it in blue besides 8 and barrier? I hope that's it really. Besides the 2 that ignore barrier, correct?
I probably have the wrong ball, but it's like 6 or 3-star ball. You can make your cards attack active mode, and then there's also like just if they play it later, you could play a bunch of different barrier removal or counterplay type stuff. But the main thing is attacking it while it's active, or popping it through barrier, or just properly negating. Like it's a really good card. Those cards are really good, but like they're not as bad as people make them seem.
Yeah, I think it really just hits baby. That's the only thing they really didn't want baby to get.
Honestly, I don't think it hits baby as much as other decks.
Yeah, but you're taking away a lot of tools.
But I feel like maybe.
When you say baby, you mean the blue baby, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it does to a point though, right? It doesn't really. I kind of agree with Josh thinking about it, because isn't there the Bola or the 1-drop baby that bounces like a 2 or less back or a 1 or less back?
Yeah.
So if you keep that open on turn 1, if they go to do it the next turn, they're wasting the extra turn, like Josh was saying. So then at this point, then you're extending their game plan, which for baby, that's all you want to do anyway. So I don't think it's.
Yeah, but
That's fair. I don't. It might not hurt. It might not hurt as I think people are overhyping it.
It's not really gonna hurt baby. It's just gonna force baby to build different.
Okay, Josh the only person
you know-
out here actually playing baby. Let's be real here.
I mean, I believe him. I believe him. Like, if
No,
he says it doesn't hit that much,
I know Josh has been playing baby. I mean, he makes valid points.
Yeah, I think again, it's just I don't like generic cards that, especially in every color, that take away more options for an archetype.
Yeah, it does almost exactly what Tau did. Like the entire archetype of green was hand destruction. Tau just said, "Hey, you're not allowed to play green," and then these cards basically say, "Oh, blue only does one thing. You're not allowed to do that one thing." So like something's gonna happen eventually to them.
I think the only reason why I think people freaked out more about these because they had barrier, and blue doesn't really have a lot of good answers to barrier.
So did Tau.
Because you had that whole Borgos, you had like the Borgos, the Whis, and all that whole cycle that popped the energy, and each color had their own. So it was still decided in that, and then you had the whole cycle from set.
But that was on aggression, so those didn't matter.
Yeah, that didn't matter. It was only on offense, and it didn't have barrier.
Tau also hit teleport.
That's what I'm saying. I think the reason they stood out as much is because of the barrier. There have done this before.
It's not that. It's not that. It's the fact that they have barrier and they replace themselves in their hand.
Draw one barrier
the other one.
and
Draw one barrier and you stop an entire archetype.
Yeah, I think it's the barrier because the other ones all replace themselves as well.
If it didn't have barrier, I would 100% agree. You know, it's just a lot better.
But the other reason I don't think they're big.
It would be fine if they had barrier and they just like didn't draw a card. So you at least neg doing it. But,
so one of the big things about those cards is who the hell wants to put that in to stop only dimension magic? people only want to put that in to stop Baby. And what players are playing Baby right now in big tournaments? So those cards aren't going to see play. The few people who are good at Baby are rogue players. They're not actually like the big meta deck. So if you're sideboarding those cards, that means that you're probably not doing that well.
Yeah.
That's a big assumption.
I mean, I don't know about
I
that.
can't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So well, before we don't have to stay too long on this topic, but what are like the biggest cards? So D Magic obviously as a generic blue card, and then all
That's
of the
it.
well the Dropbox, yeah, the Dropbox 2-drop, right?
It's only Mechiorp and that card outside of Against Baby. And right now, Baby isn't really being played. So the
they
only
also-
people who are going to
but
sideboard
also-
that is Gogeta.
But also the blue babies, and as well as the
Wait, doesn't it hit
Ebolas?
Yeah. Where?
It does
It's
hit
that
this as
revenge
well.
bag pack. It hits the tournament pack in the game
True.
that Baby gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the cards really, kind of like Josh was, they all kind of narrow down on Baby.
Mhm.
But like Josh was saying, I think Baby can adapt to it. Because you do have these early game interactions with it to where you can keep bouncing it back and then delay your opponent. And then from there, you're already ahead because they're now focusing on trying to stop you when you can keep answering these little 1-drops on top of increasing your board state and drawing cards. Because I think the Baby has Overlord and then the Bola has Servant. So you're plussing off of this while you're stopping them and delaying them. So Baby ain't gonna really give a shit about it.
I mean, to be fair, like there's not that many people playing Baby in the first place, so it doesn't really matter in general. But like Josh said, it's like if you're siding that card, like that's like wasted spots in your sideboard. Like it just doesn't make sense to
Right
actually,
now, anyway.
actually think about siding that card for now.
Yeah. I think Baby has enough support for it to compete. It's just maybe
I
it's just
think
not
so,
doing well
too.
either.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more
So-
of it, to be 100%
No, I
honest.
think
I don't
it
know
is.
if it's just because
I
Well,
think it is because the other leaders do what Baby wants to do better than it.
yeah.
So it's better to just play those leaders than play Baby because they're just they're a lot better to play and build around, you know?
Yeah. And Brohan and Get 'em, yeah, I do agree on both
Yeah.
parts. So what I wanted to go through is pretty much all the products. So I already talked about the schedule itself. In March, there's going to be a Battle Evolution booster. I was going to do a whole video on it, but I just didn't have time. But kind of can talk about all of the reprints in here. Obviously, I think that's the whole, yeah, it's within the whole set. So we have the expansion right after Dropbox. We have, what, set 12, right? Set 12 in January.
12 in January, yep.
And then I don't know if this is really classified as a draft box or theme booster, but I guess it's just like a side set in order to reprint stuff and as well as put some more stuff into different archetypes, including TN, my boy. But going down the list, let's talk through all the sets first.
Give me first. I just want to point out. Give me PyCon leader, please.
PyCon's coming. I know PyCon's coming. So it's TN and PyCon. PyCon.
Yes,
TN we got.
if they give me PyCon, I don't care if he's trash or not, bro. Just give me PyCon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know a lot of people going kind of with the TN leader. And that is something I don't know if you guys noticed, but it was pointed out today on Facebook, and it has the World Martial Arts Tournament tag.
It does.
People have been complaining a lot about how all these cards in this the era don't have the tag, and now all of a sudden they're starting to start printing these cards that have the tag.
They gotta
I'm
be
wondering
careful.
if they're gonna start. They do, because Scott Dashy made a really good point, and if you think about it, with how the card pool is right now, if announcer didn't have the tag or more cards in that format had the World Martial Arts tag like they probably should, announcer's hella busted. It would
pretty
be
good.
dumb.
He's pretty good. I want to say he's busted. I
You mean
think
Jackie,
he's like.
you mean Jackie Chan?
I know. I
Yeah,
like
you
Jackie
had-
Chun.
Yeah,
I
know,
like
but you
Jackie
have
Chan.
all
I
these
like
different
that.
leaders, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
you
yeah.
get all these different leaders. Once you get these tags that now get so much stronger because you have cards that support it more instead of just playing like generically good stuff with it.
The thing that's busted about Tien is the fact that you get the negate that's a draw 2-ape. That card busted.
We'll get to that. All right. So again, the draft box. So I mean, I feel like that we already kind of talked about it. General thoughts. You know, it's nothing too crazy. And
The Demigra SDR or the Demigra SR.
Demigra's SR is probably the best one.
Yeah,
One of the,
Yeah.
like it's probably like top 3 in my opinion.
I like how they did it because I think it made it more balanced. They aren't printing staples.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have a handful of cards that are
That Demigra
but
is a
they're not,
staple.
like-
that red SR
That's-
Vegeta and the Demigra are staple.
Yeah, and then
So that's like 2 cards out of the entire set
I
compared to look at the last 2 draft boxes.
I also think people are kind of, I'm not only saying this because I revealed it, but I think people are sleeping on those counter cards, the rare counter cards for yellow.
The yellow counter card, the 1-drop, everyone's talking about it. That card's not being slept on.
Not
That
everybody's
card is not slept on. That card is good.
What the hell? I mean, all the counters, just like 4. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like all of them are going to be really good. And I talked about it in the video.
We
where,
don't have.
Yes. Oh, I was just.
I was jumping to the next project.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just talking about like anything 3 or less is super important right now to start the engine going as far as like Gotenks or Broly or whatever. So I think printing those is going to be super important.
I think yellow needs something because yellow, yellow dominated most of the early sets. It dominated most of the game for the most part until like the last couple sets, right?
Yeah.
But like it went from like yellow being like the best color to like yellow being like something that nobody played. Like
I was actually discussing.
other than Gotenks, like Gotenks leader, I think I have not, or other than like Gotenks leader and like Sin. Sin is the only thing keeping yellow alive.
So
People are rarely playing Gotenks leader.
Sin is like the embodiment of what yellow should be geared towards in the future, which is really easy tapping and really easy negating without overdoing it.
I'm trying to
So,
write
like-
this down. Keep going.
What?
No, keep going.
So what they shouldn't really do anything to overhaul it where like for instance green got massive support, but that was because it was super underpowered. Like yellow's key stuff is still good, like tapping is still good, negating is still good, popping things out in rest mode is like okay, but if they had actual easy popping it would be too much. So they either need to add more tapping that's easier to do and more widespread, or they need to add more like easily done rest mode popping.
Or they just need to give it the ability to deal with barrier cards. Yellow has had the worst time with dealing with barrier.
Yeah.
Barrier.
They're slowly coming out with
on
them.
yellow. It's hard.
Dude, yellow was like the best color for like 8 sets. Who cares?
That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't need it too much. I think it
Like,
needs
come on,
just,
bro.
like, just something small, right? Something that's just like this
I do
helps them
think-
a little bit.
And
I think
It'll be
Shenron
curious
is
to
good
see
enough.
because-
yeah, I think
Place in Shenron.
Sin is really
Well-
good against like the current format as well.
But
Like,
that's like the only good. That's like the only good yellow leader.
it doesn't
Like,
need like 10 decks. Gotenks is still pretty good, you know, and that's pretty much it.
kind of jumping forward to the March stuff, depending on what else they give us, lineage might be really good. So we might start seeing height of mastery again.
Oh, relax.
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah, man, don't get no
All right,
ideas.
all right,
Don't
let's
get no
let's
ideas.
stop here. Let's stop here. All right, so
But don't tell me that
All
after I
right.
saw my victory strike, bro.
bruh,
Yeah, you did.
hey, you plussed you plussed on that. Let's
Don't
not
don't tell me that,
even
bro.
let's not joking around on that.
No,
So-
I do think.
Oh no,
Go ahead.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
But-
we'll get to that.
so
Yeah,
we have
Fire,
these.
fire.
Yeah, we have these expansion sets. The set 14 and 15. It says 5 new cards that support archetypes from Unison Warrior 1 and Unison Warrior 2, and then it has official dice for Unison cards, which is nice. I think if we look at the product page, it doesn't really have too much information. Let's see. It just has kind of like a placeholder picture. Yeah, it has this stuff. Doesn't really have much. I'm pretty sure they're gonna reveal the stuff after the draft box reveals, which should be tomorrow. They should put up all of them. I'm pretty sure.
All I care about is the
Not all
giant
the
force
draft
race.
boxes are good.
Yeah.
I do think overall the giant is a good set. I think it's generic enough to where drafting it will be fine, but there's not going to be $100 staples coming out of this draft box.
I don't know, man. I don't
Giant
know.
Force Rays.
We might see it. We might see. Who
That
knows?
slug,
Maybe
that slug Giant Force Ray, bro.
Look at this card. Everyone said it was bad. They were like $20 at one point.
Broken.
Bro,
Like
get
every
him.
time that
Get 'em.
no one
Get 'em.
decided
Yeah.
to buy them.
Get
I
him.
remember
If
the
you
first
wanna-
day
if you wanna-
reading that card, Brian was like, "Oh, that card's not that good." I was like, "What are you talking about? It's a free +2.
Which
this
one?
card's broken." And he's like, "It's just okay."
Oh, the Giant? I didn't realize because it was
Yeah.
just so versatile. But when I realized it was versatile, I was like, damn, this is a good card. But it's only a good card because we have nothing like it. That's the only reason why we don't have that card is so expensive. And
I mean,
of course,
well,
it's a draft box card.
true.
But
It's a draft box card for one.
we have
It's
nothing like
in
that.
the like lowest print draft box or box too, and the fact that there's no other card like it that's so generic.
That's
Yeah.
not the reason it's so good. Like, if everything had that card for it, like all of them would be equally good.
Technically, we do.
Yes,
It'd still be broken.
Technically, we do, but it's
universal
not.
card.
It's a
You can throw it
generic
in any
card.
deck.
Yeah.
Any deck in
Like,
the
we're-
game.
We're-
I don't draw a lot. Let me put apes in my deck.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying no matter what, it's gonna be good regardless of if it goes in any other deck. So if every deck gets it, if a blue one comes out that does it for specific blue, it's still probably gonna be just as good as the draw 2 ape. Because who cares? Now you
But they
get
have-
a specified energy too.
But that's less reason to even buy
You
them.
have to be careful with that.
Okay,
You
that,
have to
that,
be
that's
careful with that. 'Cause then
if,
at that
if you're
point,
if you're
every color
debating
gets a
whether or
cycle
not
like
it's
that,
more like expensive, yes, that's why it's expensive because it's generic and there's nothing like it. But whether or not
It is.
that's why it's
But if you
good,
do something-
that's not the
But-
only reason.
But if
The
you
reason why it's good
if
is
you do
because there's
something
no
like-
interaction with it.
Yeah.
if you guys do something like with Rip Brian and it makes the color specific, then you have the question of, okay, if there's another card like that draws, so say blue gets something like that draws 2, now you're going to have 8 cards in blue decks that do that. And why does blue care? Because you can tap out on your turn and not care because you still interact on their turn. Magic.
Not if they
have-
play my Burgos and Vegeta and Time Patrol Gohan and all that. So
What?
wrong.
Okay, there's stuff that removes it from your card. But it's still not the point, though. It's a super slippery slope once you start
Yeah.
designing cards like that. And then
Yeah.
you
No, I
So-
don't like it.
So here's the thing. So Getum does in the chat. He was saying, not even a scratch is the closest thing, which I agree. So
I
we
agree.
we have not even a scratch for pretty much any deck that can use it or wants to use it, and then we also have Majin Buu that you pitch 1, you draw 2, which technically is a +1, but whatever. You
Majin
draw
Buu
2
is-
cards. And then we also have the
Majin
new
Buu-
yellow card.
Is he
right?
not leader locked? The
No.
Majin
Majin Buu? No.
He's
but
black.
it's just black.
All black energy,
Yeah.
and then you pitch a black card.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do believe.
Okay.
I do believe.
Yeah, and most black decks play that.
He's color locked. He's not leader locked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
from what I
Most
remember.
most black decks play that. So
Yeah,
that
exactly.
like
So
goes on my point. So if your color gets it, the reason that the Goku ape is so expensive is because it's generic. But it's not the only reason it's good. Like if you have a specific color one, you're probably going to play that one if your entire deck is blue.
That is
I mean,
not
You don't
true.
want to play the yellow.
I mean,
I can sit there and be like, man, I'm playing green. I could play such and such card, or I could just play
No,
throw
that's-
this in there.
That's not what I was saying.
Yeah, like,
That's not what I was
we
saying.
understand, Josh. I don't know what you're
I
arguing
get-
because we're
I get
agreeing
what
with
you're
you
saying.
that is
I'm just saying,
good.
like,
That's the thing.
that is the exact reason why it's so good and why it's so expensive is because of the fact that I can just go, I can play this deck. Oh, I don't draw a lot. Let me just throw 3 apes or 4 apes in here, and now the deck's fine to draw. Like that's why that card is so expensive. Like,
Exactly.
that is exactly what I'm doing. You know? I was like, oh, I don't draw that much in my late game.
Oh, you,
That should-
you didn't have to turn on the camera if you didn't want to, but hello, Spirit. What is Oscar?
Hey, yo, what's good, everyone?
Oh, what's
I
up?
like your black screen. It looks great.
Hello, Mr. Black Screen.
It's supposed to be a real screen.
Bet.
It's supposed to be.
Your
Oh,
card
okay, I
is-
see why. I got you guys. There you go.
Okay,
Oh, he has to turn on
That's
his
good.
camera. Fuck that.
that's good. That's good. Just remember, there's an SER in the draft box. Yeah, you're right. So we'll see what happens.
It's gonna be Goku Jr.
We'll see. Let me see. I'm gonna verify that in just a second.
It could.
It's gonna be reprint Goku Jr., but instead of yellow, it's all blue.
Yeah.
Let's
See the
continue.
picture.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there's no. Is there a secret rare? I didn't know. Is
Yeah,
there?
there is.
Yeah, there
Oh,
is.
and
There
this.
is.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
dope.
There is.
Yeah.
Okay.
They announced it like a couple months ago.
Is it? Oh, it's probably in this
$6.
this thing right? Oh wait, this Dropbox was 5.
26 each.
This one.
Oh, I was like, that's an expensive ass pizza.
Multis. Oh well, we'll come back to that. Well, Spirit, to catch you up, we've been talking through a couple different things and getting through all the products. Where am I going? And the upcoming product, basically, and our thoughts on everything. So we don't really have too much information about set or expansion set 14 and expansion set 15. So my guess is that they're going to be random archetypes within every color, like 1 or 2 cards for each, or 1 and 2 cards for each because it's 2 sets, and then we'll kind of see what happens there. And then we have set 12 technically with the premium pack set, which is just 5 packs or 3 packs, whatever it is. And then not only that 51 cards are silver foil.
I think that's going to be interesting. I think it'll be cute. It's going to probably be like the Miraculous Collection, or whatever the Broly and Gogeta decks were. But I'm going to be really curious on what they print.
Right, exactly.
That's going to be the biggest question on how that product is. Because if they reprint something like... There's so many decks right now where you could reprint, and it'd either be really good or it just super fall flat on its face. It also puts a question on what are they going to reprint?
Yeah,
because this is something they can put apes in. This is something they can
I
put.
don't care about none of that,
There's
Rob.
only-
Give me Reboot Pan Leader, please.
I mean, that might come. I
Please,
don't know.
Bandai.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Vegeto's getting a reboot leader before Pan is.
Probably. They do have a, like, Bandai really likes Gogeta and Vegito, so.
Bro, I just want Pan back.
But they also like GT. Like a majority of our SCRs, and as well as like some of the sets and the
God, that leader
archetypes,
sucks now.
they're GT. Well, okay,
Dude,
Pan's like
I did see
Pan's
that.
too fair. That's the only reason why she sucks.
I know. That's the point.
I mean, if everything didn't get power crept, like yeah, she'd be better. But
Honestly, if she just drew on her swing on her front side, she'd be pretty close to really good.
she'd be better.
All I need is just draw on the front side. I'm straight.
If they did
Swing.
something with Pan like they did Reboot Soul Striker, as in like a 2-cost Unison and Awaken, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
And then draw on swing.
I saw
That'd be cool.
when you wanted them to do the pan on Facebook, and that shit was fucking busted.
Yo, I posted in there too.
Man,
I love it.
Oh my
I read shit, I was like,
Your
yo,
version was
man.
cracked.
Yo,
Your
alright,
version was
alright.
nuts,
I
George.
got you. Hold up. I'm gonna show you my pen
That's
real
your
quick.
crap.
Did you see
I
it, Joe?
read that shit,
Did
I
you
was
see?
like, is that a joke?
It's not a joke.
Bro, if
That's my pan.
if they gave me that leader, I'd be broken for the next
What
year.
you talking about? Like yeah,
I was like, let's make pan the best.
yeah. Okay.
So,
If I had to,
kind of going.
yeah, go ahead. I gotta look this
point.
up.
I'm pretty sure we did see something. The ultimate deck is probably going to be Toa because they did spoil a new Toa. Or like the art style was going to be a Toa.
Resident Sleeper.
I don't know if it'll
care.
be on the
No,
on the website.
the pictures are always wrong. They're never accurate.
Yeah, they're almost always like something different. Or
I think there's been one that was accurate.
yeah, sometimes similar stuff. Wasn't Toa a leader? Yeah, it was. I don't think it's gonna be.
I hope it's a Toa thing. That would be cool. There's a lot of
We
Toa
already
support,
gave
so
us
a
Toa
better
leader.
leader would be dope.
Yeah,
They gave us a Toa leader. We don't need
Yeah,
one.
and
Pan
it's
back.
okay.
yeah, we've been.
It's
having
not
them.
broken.
Have you tried?
It's pretty.
have you
It's the next fair. I think that's the best way to put it. Like it's not busted, but it's not broken, or like it's not bad. I think it's just a fair deck. It
Yeah,
is.
like that's the thing, right? And
That's
that's
kinda
usually the
where I'm
marker of a tier 1 deck, right? It usually plays in a way that is broken or at least skirts away a certain part of the game is played. Swap does that by being able to cheat costs and go up different bodies and attack multiple times with one sort of resource. Or if we look at, like, let's say Baby, you're able to negate multiple times because blue allows you to untap a million times.
not
So-
anymore.
The
I'm just kidding.
plan is like Yeah.
Just counters.
Pan just gives me card draws. So like Pan just draws me a card for playing something. So it's just
Yeah.
It's
For
just
sure.
like,
I think I agree with that. Like I said, I think Toa. I don't think it's busted, but it's fair. The deck's good. Like I've been messing with it. I played it on a stream. It can beat tier 1 decks, but it's also
Are they a
it's
tier
too
1
fair,
player?
So anything playing super
Yeah.
What's
Okay,
up?
listen. Joel, you listening to this? Hold on. Did you see this? You heard it. You saw it, right?
Listen, bro.
Attacking, draw 1, and then choose up to 1 card in your life, and then choose one of your battle cards and gains 5k for the turn. And then when you play a battle card, if it's a 20k or more, then it gains 5k. You draw 1, and then you
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, you draw
Keep going.
2, and you awaken at 4 or less. Or if you have a battle card with 25k or more power, you get to flip over, draw 1 card, untap 1 energy, and then draw life until you have 6.
More.
And then the awakened side is the same thing as the front side, but you activate main, and then you've had 3 red battle cards in play. You get to and life is 4 or less. I should make that 2 or less actually. And then you KO them.
Keep going,
If
keep going.
you do, and you and your opponent take 1 card in your life, and this gains 5k in triple attack.
Basura.
There's more. Keep going. There's more.
Okay, here's how to balance it. Here's how to balance it. Okay, so the awakened side, you get to draw 1, and then
move half
how
of
to
that.
you
break
get to
the
choose
leader.
up to 1 life and place into your drop, and then it gains 5k for the turn. Okay, and then the auto is the same, the awakened is the same, and then the other side is 2 or less life, 3 red battle
Before
cards.
Brian continues, by the way, that leader comes with 2 cards because the text rolls over into another card. So you need both next to each other.
You need a giant. You need a giant
second card
just
next
like
to
the
it.
ones we got from First Net.
This is
It's
Like those-
gonna be one of those
people that used to
cards with
flip.
the little wheel on the side that you can like.
you know,
in the
there were
text.
guys that used to flip.
listen.
They used to flip like a Haruka card into like a giant card. You gotta do that with pen just for the text.
I read cards, but I don't design them. So
Look,
Ooh,
right.
the card could be, instead of flipping, it could be a pop-up card.
Right,
So like the effect just keeps getting taller like a tower.
it's not even gonna be that long. I'm gonna design it, and you guys
Right,
can
you
see
know
it.
You need a
I'm just
fucking-
gonna design
you
the
need a
whole
fucking app for
ass
that card,
card.
bro.
I'm gonna design the whole ass card.
Right.
What?
Because you can just familiar bonds out Vegeta again. You can just awaken on turn 1 or turn 2.
Okay, and that's the whole freaking point. But you have to get to 2 or less life in order to get that activate
Ooh.
game. That's the thing.
No.
Yeah.
The leader just has a QR code.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Shut up. It's busted. That's what she needs.
that's exactly what it is.
Anyway, let's go through these reprints before we do anything else. Okay, so
back on track.
this is the Battle Evolution Booster, right? So a bunch of reprints and having the best draft experience possible. I'm very, very interested in seeing how that looks like.
I'm interested in this.
We basically have full arts. Like these are kind of hard to tell. I'm pretty sure if you put like them back to back, I'm pretty sure they're a little bit different. But you can obviously see the Senzu Bean and the Flying Nimbus are totally different. Have this thing here. I don't know if
Senzu
I'm-
Bean has a little
Senzu Bean
explosion
has a
on the
little-
bottom. That's it.
But then the Flying Nimbus is actual full art. So if we, I'm gonna switch over first.
They should just reprint Senzu Bean at every single time with a different villain that Goku's giving it to. That'd be dope.
Senzu Bean. I wish he'd do like a
Here,
Krillin
son.
artwork throwing a Senzu Bean.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back. I was actually
What are you doing?
I was trying to go to Shadowlands later. Okay, so Nimbus. There you go. Okay, so see how this white border and
more.
such, huh? Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. Whatever. See how this white border is over here? And then we look at the actual Nimbus. See if you guys can see it. Yeah, the actual Nimbus has this little this area without the white border. I don't know about these though. These literally do not look different at all. Oops. Android 21. I don't know if it'll show. Yeah, it won't show because I'm like, here, let me expand it. Move it over. Move it over. Okay. See how that looks. I guess that looks a little different. A little different. I guess it's the foil. The foil is more pink.
Yeah, the
You guys can
foiling's
see
pink.
it.
Yeah.
See how that looks? So
Oh,
There's like
yeah.
no gold on it.
It's like shiny.
yeah, that's
It's a
very
shiny Pokemon.
very distinct.
I'm
This
gonna
is,
catch it.
you can kind of tell just like the other one that doesn't have a white-ish border, so it's not bad. It's different and it's good for collectors.
There's some interesting reprints for sure.
Yeah.
I think this
Like that's the thing. That's the thing. It's the game definitely needs a source for reliable reprints because obviously we can't just like reprint set one. So we need a way to be able to get those older cards into newer players' hands. But the problem is when they first experimented it with the first draft box, they were throwing those cards in SR slots, making the draft box essentially worthless because if you pulled that instead of like let's say a Bardock's Ape, then you super negged. So
Yeah.
so I think so as long as like it's very clearly a reprint set focused on that, I think you can keep the main focus of keeping it a fun draft format while also getting it into people's hands, cards that they want, without like severely ruining the value of the set.
Yeah, I do agree. And shout out to Bandai for actually listening. Like they've been listening for the last year, regardless of all the kind of shit they get. Like I do agree that they actually have been doing things and putting into action. And this is a good little thing. Look at this art.
Wait, but Brohan.
I think for a little bit,
What?
remember how they did the Cold Bloodlust and the Mafuba reprint where it's foil, and that was the winner pack. Like if you won, that's what you were supposed to get. I think that was like a really good way to do it, or they just need to do it like Yu-Gi-Oh's OTS, where there are no TPs. It's all like the TPs are all reprints.
I also think
Yeah.
kinda you might be able to. It's hard to tell, but you could do something like how Pokemon does. They get to a point where they reprint staples in a tin. They give you like 2-3 packs, and they sell it for like $14-15.
That too,
So
but like,
you can go out and spend $60 and get a set of apes.
I think this
Yeah,
is
right?
this is what their version of that is. That's the thing. I think
I
that's-
hope it is. Like,
Yeah, it's usually just
oh yeah,
or anniversary.
Because they need to balance it, right? Like Pokemon can live on its IP alone. And as strong of an IP as Dragon Ball is, it's not the behemoth that Pokemon is. So I think it needs to skirt the line between keeping those people who care about the market of the game, keep them in, and at the same time make sure that people who are really into the IP can get into. So I think they need to make a middle ground, and I think this kind of fits it well in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is not bad. I want to see the entire set before
I
in
mean,
my opinion though.
it hurts. It hurts to see this card being reprinted. It hurts because I just
Whatever,
bought
dude.
another one.
Just go sell them.
But I feel like it's smart to do it because like after that first draft box was such a disaster.
man,
I think this art's better.
they
Actually,
announced that reprint like 3 months ago.
They
I
did.
know what was said.
But you
LOL,
bought them like last week.
So,
No. But, like, it wasn't for I didn't know if they was gonna make it look bad or not because like other 8 looks garbage.
Honestly, the new one looks so much better.
the new one looks better, for sure.
Of exploit.
I think this
Oh
looks
yeah,
okay.
I do think
way
them
better.
doing it.
Actually, I
I
prefer
do
this
think
one.
the way they're doing it in the anniversary boxes, I think that's smart. I think that's probably the more preferred way to do reprints. Because then it makes it to where you're gonna still have people buying product because you have new cards, but your reprints are going to be in addition to. It's not you're just buying it hoping you pull them. You still have to hope to pull them, but it gives a better shot. Plus, they're non-foil and foil, so you're flooding the market back with these cards.
I could have sworn, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. I thought at first when they announced this that they were saying it was like the anniversary where you just get like a packet of all the new stuff and like one of each non-foil reprint. But I think I just didn't read it and assumed.
I don't think you read it.
We can always come back to that. I think these choices so far, there's 4 super rares, including as reprints. And I think there was some other details that I missed. Oh, 57 reprints. So quite a lot of reprints to go. And new cards, 67 obviously is the other half of the 125. But I think we're gonna see a lot of reprints. Probably the SRs, just like they're saying here, are gonna be the hard to get ones. Like, huh?
They said only 4 reprint SR.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those are gonna be the
curious
hard to get.
Yeah, but they showed the Bardock, which
Bardock?
isn't SR or no? Oh, I guess
I mean, he can be a rare.
the 2-drop.
So he could.
Yeah,
Like, he
because
could-
was
he could
one
be
of
a rare or anything else.
the tag team rares.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
a
like one
campaign
of the-
rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah.
He has the way the artwork is. It's like an SR, so that's why I was like,
Yeah.
no, there's gonna be at least 2 SR each.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
Those
can-
cards they'll probably fit the rare slot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like even if it's an SR in the previous drop box, they can put a rare or a common in this one. So they can do whatever they want, honestly. And
Enough product.
well,
Forget the product.
I mean, we have literally all these cards to go. So let me go through these really quick. This is the Vegeta. This is I don't know if you guys ever have seen these yet, but
At Unison, really good.
this one is
broken.
Which card? This card?
The Android 13 Unison.
Yeah, that card's amazing.
What, the
That
Vegeta?
card's so good.
That card makes Android 21 instantly actually like a
it's,
good
it's
leader.
insane.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That card is hella good.
Like the
Here's a bunch of cards you can't attack with and can't combo. Now I want to play a bunch of free stuff off of them.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
this
that
one- this
card
one's
is
pretty good.
absolutely insane.
It's cool that you get 5k for the turn. That's actually nice.
Who cares
Yeah,
about
but
that
you-
effect?
But there's other new leaders that I like.
Turns
okay?
where you can't clear out all the clone tokens. Like now, this effectively just says the biggest hindrance of the deck is now null.
Yeah. No, and it is. Because it got to a point where your early game sucked because now you're giving them a bunch of free 10Ks to swing. So you're effectively losing 3 life or 3 cards in hand turn 1. And
So
now,
now-
you're just like, haha, don't
Now
care.
it truly is the summoning sickness deck because they don't have things that bypass the summoning sickness. So like,
Yeah.
the second I read that card, I was like, is it worth running the mill variant again? It might be worth running the mill variant
It'd be
again.
pretty funny. I play this in Android 18. Just have some
That
moves,
was
you know.
so funny to watch.
Yeah.
He's
This-
like,
It is.
negate, mill 50.
Rip. Well, okay. Here's a quick rundown. The mediocre ones are probably the Nappa and Sabavan leader. It's fun. It looks fun, but nothing too crazy. The swap for 5 or swap 5, I guess.
Yo, that
I'm
card.
kind of excited.
I hold,
That
I hold
card's
that
pretty
dear to
good.
my heart.
So
That,
good.
that lets me go golden ape swap.
It could have
I
done.
love
It,
that
this
card.
card could have
I love that card.
better.
So I mean, you swap. What's the swap line here? As far as that
Golden
goes?
ape swap.
Like, what are you swapping into? Why
Golden
no,
ape.
You go into a 3 into a 4, right?
Ape.
You go into the 5-drop, which gains triple
Oh.
strike, and then it can restand if you're at 2 or less life.
Which
And
Golden
you
Ape.
can- I like the golden ape.
which ape are you talking about, Josh?
The golden. Look up golden ape.
No, leader. No. He's talking about the
It's a
starter
5.
deck leader.
Oh, the starter deck leader.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Oh, he's talking about the 5-drop golden
It's a
ape.
5-drop golden ape who swaps into itself, and it draws every time it swaps, and it's a 25k. So you get 25k 1-drop swings that draw every single time.
You said a 3-drop
It's a 5-drop.
ape.
5.
This is the pan.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's a pain.
Bro, I don't know. I just saw Droid fucking flash over a Super Saiyan 3 swap. I need to find that card real quick.
It's
Which
not
one?
even that
This one?
good.
This
It's
one?
not that
I
I don't know, bro. I saw swap. I saw yellow. I don't know, bro.
Dev,
Oh,
reason-
okay,
told you.
deadly,
Lineage
There
is
you
coming
go.
back.
Deadly
the
golden
reason
grade
it's
ape from
got
Goku.
potential is you can swap
Yeah, I know.
off of Goten.
Yeah, no, it's a this.
I
know,
get that, right?
I
Which is
remember- I
really-
remember the-
Oh,
it's
we got
really
Goten
smart.
back. I forgot about that.
Yes, we do have Goten back.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, back.
What?
Yes.
So you can swap into
Okay.
Goten, then you're
So
just like, cool, 4-drop.
Joel, you haven't seen the Super Saiyan 3 Goku
No.
card? Okay, so
I'm not.
let me read it out to you. You'll probably see it in the stream in a second. But it's a barrier 4-drop, which you swap from a 4-drop, I guess, right? Or a 3-drop. 3-drop. 3-drop
Three-drop?
into this, right? And the activate main is 1 yellow energy. If all your energy is mono yellow and you choose 1 Goku lineage card in your battle area, energy cost of 2, which is probably Goten, return it to your hand and play this card from your hand. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. You can't play copies for the turn. So basically, you 1-drop into Goten, you swing, you pay another energy, you get this guy, you get him back, and then you play this guy, and now you have
No. You missed one part.
What?
You play Grandpa Gohan, go into Goten, swing, look for Sensu Bean, untap your
Oh my
yellow
God.
energy.
You can't
gotta
play
be
Because
mono
all
yellow.
your, that's what
Gotta
I'm
be
saying.
mono yellow.
Mono yellow
Mono
energy.
yellow.
Yeah, that's why you smoking
And
Pico.
this shit lame.
So
Never
that's the
mind.
thing.
I don't like this card even more now.
No, this is a really good card because now you have a
Card
self. Shut up.
sucks.
You have
I
a
can't
self
even
awakener.
play-
Because you're swapping for one
Shut up.
energy. You're swapping for one energy into
Yes.
this guy, and
Yes.
then
And you
tap
get your
3 until
Goten
swap
back,
5.
which you get to play in the next turn,
Yeah.
or you can set
Yeah.
up for your three cost swap 5. So
In the
there's
5
a lot
drop,
You
of-
said he has barrier?
they're
He has
really
barrier
good
too,
because
yeah.
it KO
Yes,
something.
barrier.
You
really,
know what they need to
really
do?
solid card.
And
They
they don't
need
even
to-
have good like swap. They don't even have good 5-drop targets. If,
You're
like,
wrong.
Dog, what are you
It's-
talking
it's
about?
just- it's just
5
a-
drops got
Mm.
they got a couple good 5 drop targets, bro.
It's just
go-
Yes,
Think about the 5-drop
4,
targets,
You
bro.
go
Super Saiyan
ape,
Blue,
you
Abrupt
go
Breakthrough.
ape into ape. Oh, my final energy SS4, and
Yeah.
then you double swing with triple strike.
I mean, we have the
all
at
of
the
the
apex, at the
Oh,
apex
every
and the
single
elite.
one.
Those are pretty much the only.
Nah, Devon doesn't like it. If it doesn't automatically win the game, he doesn't care.
You have the starter deck 5 drop too.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. This one, or you can't see it, but yeah, at the
You go.
apex.
No, that card trash.
It's pretty good. It's a barrier, double striker,
No.
chaos.
I'm honestly happy that they're giving some fucking love to Yellow Swap
Yeah,
for Lineage, honestly.
for sure.
You know? I feel like it's been a long time.
How long it's been since set what?
I
4? Since set 4.
I think this is
Yeah.
gonna make the leader viable. If they give it enough support, you're gonna be able to secret people, and that secret's not bad, but you just never had enough support
Let's
for
not
it.
talk
that
about the
secret's
secret.
But if you go,
That
That
secret's
secret's bad. It doesn't matter if you can play it on turn 2. It's still bad.
If they give
No
us
one's allowed to
a,
talk about the secret.
if they give us a GT Goku leader in this set that's yellow for swap specifically, like a better swap leader, then I think that card's gonna be really good. But without it, it's just for fun.
You don't even need
If
a
you-
better swap.
if you-
You literally just, we need it. It just like the game just they need to make a better 5-drop that makes that card worth playing.
Golden
Like-
Eight.
which you gotta realize we still have the other rest of the cards to see. We could
I
get
know,
another
I know.
5 drop.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
I'm
some people like
sure,
having
I'm sure
fun,
if they're
Josh.
making this to swap into a 5-drop, that they're gonna make a better 5-drop to go into.
It's probably
Yeah.
gonna be a 5 drop SR, and then it'll go into Height of Mastery.
No,
We're
Like
probably
one
gonna see that
energy, because
get rid of Height of Mastery.
Oh my god. All right, so let's move on to the last thing, which is Tian Shinon. I've been asking for it forever. You attack, you draw 1, you take a life to awaken, or self-awaken, I guess. After the main, you add up to 1 green Chaozu, which we don't really have other than the World Martial Arts one. I think it's a green 1-drop. Chaozu.
This leader is sick.
Chaozu. Yeah, we only have 1 as the best buddy. And then I'm sure we're going to have 1 in the set. You shuffle the deck. Or shuffle the deck is just like Broly. You can't use it for the rest of the game. And then you have
Is that
4
the
or
one
less.
that restands any TI?
Yeah, no, it's just 1. It's just 1 Tian. Tian Shinon trading moves. So
Go,
we'll probably
go,
have
go
something.
read that. Go read that Chaozu.
Okay.
Go read that Chaozu.
When you
that
comment
card.
this card, choose up to 1 Tian trading moves
Card?
in your battle area and switch back to
I
That's-
thought it was any TN.
That's what I'm saying. But when your life is 4 or less, you may play up to 3 multiform tokens in your battle area, which all have 10k power and 5k.
That's
combo.
what I didn't like about this. The fact that you just don't even get a draw from your awakening.
I mean, we'll see.
Okay, so that 3 tokens might actually be really busted depending on what support he gets. Because if there's any way to boost them easily, or if you just go early,
Well, they're
like, that's
vanillas,
3
right?
Extra swings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Vanillas.
Yeah.
If you play the Goku Junior, they're 15Ks right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like on your awakening turn,
Also-
untapping for the Goku Junior, and then getting that, and then you just do his +1. Now you have 4 15k swings because he awoke. Like that's amazing.
But we don't know what the backside is either, because
Yeah.
the backside could do something with the tokens as well.
Yeah,
It's gonna be something that's like
It'll
if
probably boost
Chaozu
him.
dies,
No, they'll probably boost them.
Full strike.
I think like you can. They're either gonna boost them or you remove a token and then you get more power or something like that. Because this is like similar to Tian's.
Vegeta of Pokemon.
I feel
Oh,
like
my
they're gonna try and make this leader some form of like a sort of aggro type of green deck
Mhm.
with all the cards like supposed to be playing.
Yeah.
We will see. We will see.
And we're definitely
Yeah,
going to get
they'll
another
probably do some
Chaozu,
form of
so.
boosting on the deck.
Because he has the tag, of World Martial Arts, there's a big chance that they support his entire engine being the TN. I think it was a rare or a uncommon.
Yeah. Oh, with the mercenary towel. Yeah.
That card is broken.
I actually
That
really
card
like
is
that card.
broken.
It might end up just being like a hand control deck because then you get
No,
the
it's gonna be an aggro hand control.
It's gonna be an aggro deck. I know.
It's gonna be an aggro hand control deck because if they support that and they get a Chaozu that's like when Chaozu dies, play the 4-drop from your hand. Then the next turn you play a 3-drop Tau. That Tau is like okay, whenever you swing or play this and you have the TN, it's discard 3, and then other Chaozu that we already looked at restands your guy and he's a double or a triple strike. I don't remember. And so like it's gonna be super aggressive most likely.
Yeah. So you get to KO the Tau, and then restand the TN that has double strike and 5k. So and
it rips 3.
Well, the Tau rips 3, and it also has 20k double strike. I'm pretty sure they'll have something on the backside or within the set that supports that because this is a green World Martial Arts leader.
The first time that I like noticed Brian was a really good player when we first kind of met was like he beat the hell out of me with that combo. Like those cards are insane.
Yeah, that shit is so good. Hopefully we'll get some support for him. I'm just happy that there's a TN. PyCon hopefully will be next.
Please, Bandai, please.
The other 2 cards are okay. You put your thoughts below, I would say, on that one. And then what else we got? So we have this, which I will hide.
That card's amazing.
We got some upcoming events. Maybe some thoughts. Tomorrow is Cardomatica, right? Rob, you're playing
on Saturday.
I think it was Top Cut, wasn't it?
Oh, it was Top Cut. Yeah.
Yeah. So last weekend was Carta. This weekend is Top Cut.
Yeah. So, who's playing it?
I am not.
I can take your spot. Let me take your spot.
Didn't get the email.
I got the email. I'm an idiot. So there you go. That's
I
it.
got the email. I was supposed to go to a wedding, had something come up, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to the wedding, but not playing. It would have been nice to get run back with Go Tanks. Still a little salty about last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
My
Well,
buddy's basically playing my deck anyway.
we'll talk about that in a little bit, Rob. But what do you guys think will be the meta? What's well? Okay, you know what? Let me tell you guys first. I played in 2 events. I didn't finish them both because I just didn't feel like it. But I played 2 Invokers. I played which is like Y Aspira. I played against a Vegito. I played against 2 Vegex, and then Bulma. Mollywopped that, and then something else I forgot. So it's been pretty diverse in general.
Sure.
I don't know about you guys.
When I played Saturday, I only played the same deck twice out of 7 rounds.
Okay.
Mhm.
I played the mirror back to back in round 5 and 6. Other than that, I played 5 different decks. So I think the meta right now is kind of in an awkward spot to where you just kind of go with what you're comfortable with. If you can handle a good amount of what you kind of know is going to be your top decks, like Go Tanks, Invoker, Bulma, Vajanks, and Red Broly, if you can kind of handle those, you can kind of just play whatever.
There's also 2 things to it. No, go ahead.
I think off of that, I think awkward is not the right term to use there. I think more is just like it's just an open format, where like he said, like exactly what you said. It's just I think awkward's the wrong term. I think it's like it's open because you can literally play what you feel like you are good at playing, as long as you have a good spread that you can play.
I think every deck has right now 1 deck that kind of beats it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like every tournament or 2, you're going to see a chunk of something, and everyone's going to be like, oh, I guess Broly's the best deck. He's like, no, Broly's not the best deck. Just everyone went with Red Broly beats whatever, and everyone went with both Red Broly and that deck. So it was the meta call. So it's a meta call format.
I agree.
And it's one of those things where you have to consider that the barrier to entry to these tournaments versus regionals or anything that people have to travel to is way lower. So at the point where you take away travel cost, you take away a lot of the things that prevent just the general public, the general casual player base to be able to get into a tournament. Now you say, here's a tournament where once you get in, you get a playmat, you get a bunch of promos, and you get that for free just for jumping in. And on top of the fact that registration is sent out by email and anyone can get in, at that point you essentially say, anyone who wants to play their pet deck can, because there's no barrier for you to be able to participate. So you're guaranteed to plus because you're getting your promos. And then on top of that, it's just people playing what they want because, like you're saying, it's a rotating. Everything can be a thing. If Broly became the top deck, Sin Shenron would pop up. And then you go from there.
And on your point, it's best of one. Except for the last
and it's best of one.
The finals. Yeah.
Best of one.
With best of one, people just kind of
except for the one that was best of 3, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Finals was the only thing. And they already knew as soon as we finished the finals, they were like, yeah, we're not doing that ever again.
This shows that we're not doing that, bro. We started at 5. After 4 rounds, it was midnight.
Yeah,
like,
I can't. It was bad. I definitely dropped out on that one too. But one, can I say, shout out to Chick-fil-A because I've been waiting for this shit for the last weekend. Oh my god, this is so good. Joel, I wanted to ask you, since you've been playing here and there and haven't really been into the format, what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah, what have you been running into online and clapping fools?
No, I mean, I played a few times. I played against gold tanks. I've done surprisingly well against that. But dude, I'm playing a deck that I don't even know is fucking viable. I've been playing like Hand Destruction, Go On, Reboot. So
Cancel.
Yeah.
I don't even know. The only deck I despise is Red Broly. I hate that deck.
Most people do.
I hate that deck.
I'm gonna make a whole video on it. It's on.
Yeah, like
it's on the
I
to-do
don't know
list.
how good it is or like what the tier level is of it, but that deck is fucking trash. Fuck that deck.
Oh,
yeah. I want to say
from a Reboot
for all the
player.
people playing Go Tanks out there, you included, Rob, y'all like that deck is good, but it is not that good where everybody in the tournament needs to be playing Go Tanks. Okay, like there's too much stuff that beats Go Tanks for you to everybody to be running that deck.
Go Tanks was the meta call because literally every single video that came out before was, oh, people are thinking that Gogeta's too good. Gogeta's not that good. And guess what? The only thing that beats Go Tanks is Gogeta.
False. That is
the only thing
so
that easily beats Go Tanks. Easily beats.
I mean,
No.
I'm gonna let Spirit talk because I think he had a point. But the thing about Gotenks, and I of course we talked about it. It draws a lot. It's very
Is Pedro
accessible.
not here?
Mute your mic, Josh. Oh my god, hold on. I'm just gonna hold on. Let me just. Mute. Nope. And it's super accessible. You can draw a lot. It's very consistent, and it has a huge ass engine supporting it. And it's just overall good. It has like answers to a lot of different things. But Spirit, go ahead. It's very consistent. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute Josh before he yells at somebody.
It's a multitude of things. It's like it's consistency, and it's the fact that because every card essentially pluses if you deal with it, even if your deck answers what they're doing, they're getting some cards back to be able to recur that entire power of the engine. So it like I don't know when I don't see, honestly, break super hard, a Gotenks player not having 15 plus cards in hand.
Yeah, just ask Rob though.
They don't have 15 plus cards in hand when you swing at them like 5 times with triple strike and you're ripping cards out of their hand. That's when they don't have 15 cards in their hand.
I think Broly absolutely decimates Gotenks. If you
No,
ask
but not
me,
even that. Dude. I've played against Gold Tanks the most, dude, and my Gohan deck's been doing pretty good against it. Not gonna fucking lie. Like when they gotta combo out a bunch of cards just to not die, and I'm also just ripping cards out of their hand constantly.
Yeah,
you can't be afraid to aggro them.
You sit there and you're like, you're playing like a red deck. And you're playing against your Go Tanks, and they got this 15 cards in hand, right? And they can't do anything with it. So they just sit there with 15 cards in hand, looking like, damn, what do I do? I can't do anything. Everything I play dies.
Jaren is not a fair unison. 2, screw the
Jaren,
I agree.
Jaren's
if you ever establish both of those on board, stop.
Yeah, that's really annoying to deal with.
What unless you have answers to either or, which if Jaren starts establishing counters with Gogeta, you can't really get rid of it. So you have to have an answer to the 6-drop. But if you don't have an answer, you cannot do anything at all. You shut down Cell, you shut down Reaper, you shut down anything else you play. Literally, the first time I playtested against Devon playing Gogeta and he got the 6-drop and Jaren out, I had like 15 cards in hand, like he was saying. I literally looked at my hand, looked at him, looked at my hand, looked at him, and scooped because I had absolutely nothing to do. Anything I did, he was just like, nah.
I do like that combo. I like it in theory, but not to play against. So if anybody wants to beat Gotenks, that's what you got to do. Unfortunately,
Gogeta after main board answers the 6-drop because you get blown out.
Yeah.
Against Gogeta.
They establish more than one. You scoop the second they play it.
Really?
Offer it.
Oh.
Like literally, if Jaren had 7+ counters on it with the 6-drop, you got it, dude. Good game.
Yeah.
Like
you just got to play around it. That's all you got to do. That's the only
Just
thing.
ignore it at that point.
Yeah, you can't like any. It's just diminishing returns. You do. It literally is diminishing returns. Every single swing to that unison is a swing that's not to the leader. So there's no point. So you just go face.
Fu Shrouded.
But that's like a one of in a deck.
I mean,
like
yeah.
54
Apex of power.
Okay, all right. That's our cue to continue. This is the last couple things on our list.
Poker player in the room. I hate you. Okay, let me just say that.
Which is the deck list dump. These are going to be all the lists that, well, effectively I'm playing, but the team is playing, and then of course all of the community ones that I asked about on Facebook and Discord. I don't think people read on Facebook; they just see the link and they just gotta move on. I literally put a question like, "Hey, what decks?" and no one replied. So, but the people in Discord did, so I have some. I know, and but I'll put up those in a separate thing here. But the thing that I've been playing, also, if you guys in the chats on YouTube or Twitch, if you want to send your list and if you want us to talk about it, just go ahead and do that now so that way I can get it ready. But the first thing I've been playing recently is Reboot Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And this is the most recent list. I actually just changed it because I was playing it earlier today. It isn't like completely finalized, but the things about this list are so fun. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you basically have all of the good deck.blue stuff or goodblue.deck stuff from the Trunks Count and Play Sensu Bean, Baby Unison, and Baby
broken.
which gives you a lot of like don't play anything vibes. The 6-drop is busted in this, which this should be 3 actually. You don't need 4 in this deck, but as soon as you play it out, you basically have either a huge hand or a lot of options to play against, because literally you'll just draw your deck, except for the Secret Identity, which you should just draw that.
He's not
just
even
draw that.
playing apes in the deck. And it's still broken.
Exactly. And the reason why I did it this way is because I kept drawing into these, and they just didn't feel good to play over and over again. I'd rather just play something else. And I'm still working on it, so you know. But the baby Secret's really good, obviously. Obuni's really good, obviously. This is just a free draw 2 in a 20k body. In the Android 18. This is just another 15k body because I kept running into something where I didn't want to play the Servant Gohan to pay 3. I really wanted to have that extra energy if I didn't have anything else to use. So I just wanted to have a free 1-cost negate. And then the new Bardock, which basically effectively on turn 2 you can have a double striking, draw 1, blocker, re-ramp type of thing. And then the 1-drop extra card is just so stupid. I feel like I'm a bad player and I'm not using this to the full potential, but like playing this at 4 basically lets you see anything in the deck. It's stupid. And then the Riot Javelin is just busting in this deck because you have 3 extra energy and just
it's so broken.
It's just like, I'm gonna do a whole other thing about this whole other video, but I just wanted to bring this up to you guys. I know Devon has a hard on for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so
dude, I'm not a blue player, but I would play this deck 100%.
I don't know. I like the sound of that a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try this
Hard
list
on?
I'll give you. Wow, I will give you this list, Joel, and you can edit it. But I'm open to ideas as far as this deck goes. Am I missing anything? Do you guys feel like there should
Apes.
be taking which apes? Like
Right.
oh yeah. The only thing about it is that the more uncolor or off color you put in is the less likely that you'll use your leader effect and the Bardock effect, because the Bardock has to ramp from the top energy deck too. So
True.
I don't like that, and having that one yellow energy is just super bad. That's why the only two.
It feels really bad, especially when you play the Vegeta, because you can't play it if you get a yellow energy.
That too.
Kind of sucks.
Yeah. What else I got? Okay, I have this one, which a lot of people, I won't say a lot of people, but there's been talks. There was this guy who played in the last event of playing Heartfield and Skillless.
It's from my locals.
Oh, there you go. And I don't know if I saw his list in particular, because I think this list is different from others. I play the Feisty Chi engine with the 1-star Kiku. And the reason for that is because I found that like playing Reboot Gohan, on defense and offense, the Chi does a lot more than pretty much any other engine that I saw otherwise, I would say. Like, you get to defend, you draw one, thin out your deck, and then get to your super combos and everything else, like Heartfelt. And then Kiku gives you the consistent engine for Awakening and then Heart Filling, basically. So you play the Kiku, you basically +2, and you have an option to play Topo turn 2. On turn 3, you Awaken, do the Topo, Heartfelt, and then just go into your rest of your plays. So I think there's a lot of like goodness in this deck, and I feel like anybody can play me against this, and I will fuck you up.
Bro.
That's it.
Joel, this deck is dumb as hell.
No, honestly, I love Gohan. I'm looking at this and I really like it. I might actually build this.
I told you earlier.
I've
been playing a lot of Gohan and I really like what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of cool lines to play, but I mean, it's really just swing face and boost stuff up. That's all it is.
This deck
And,
exactly, bro. That's what I love about Gohan. Dude, all this crazy shit, all these new cards, all these cool combos. It doesn't matter when I just swing at your face. When I just swing at your face.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, this guy get a mic, first of all.
I don't know. I'm about to mute him again. Okay, there's two things too. There's two things. Yes, Joel, you're right. The first thing is Topo is the only negate, but that's pretty much all you need. And it's super, like I said, it's the Heartfield play. You literally get the Cuckoo ball and then you swing with leader, you use the ball to boost up the Topo, and then you awaken, and then you go into all the crit stuff. The Frieza gives Heartfelt any leader crit for triple strike critical, which is annoying. And then the Miraculous Comeback Gohan is hilarious because there's two things. People who play hand control, they have to deal with this, in which like you go down the 4 cards, you play all your stuff for 1 or 2 energy, and then one of the turns that you awaken, you play Miraculous, you swing for 25k double strike, you awaken, and then you Heartfelt. Or if they have a blocker, you make them decide if they want to take triple strike or take 2 life. So it's freaking hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. And this is one of those builds where I'm like, dude, I feel so good for building this. And people just like, I've had actually like people just join my game. I put this down and I play red and they just leave. So like,
this deck is so dumb.
Well, you know.
You know.
But I'll finish this build and make sure it's finalized, and I'll put it up on the channel later. Same thing with this one. I'd only put my untapped one on here because they don't have all the lists or the cards on China Run Slayer. But this is Demigra. If you guys haven't played Demigra, like I've built it where you have 5 20k bodies on turn 3, I would say. And the fact that it's 20k bodies makes a lot of decks hard to deal with because the gravies are still 3 costs. You have the vanilla gravies, which dimension support Trunks swings for 20k crit on turn 1. And basically because they're 20k in most things minus 15k in red, and most things are like 2 or less or removal or whatever, or just 1 target instead of multiple targets, it's just hard to deal with. And it just builds a board with Secret Identity, giving you removal. Man on a Mission turn 2 is hilarious because
Violent Ray.
Shut up. And that's all I was saying. Red is the only thing that really hurts this. Whatever. It's funny because you swing with leader, you burst 3 for 3 black, and then you use the Demigod promo to burst 2, and then you burst 2, burst 2, and then you put the promo into the drop, and then now you have 6, and then now you have a 20k, 10k, and a man on a mission 20k critical double strike. So that's pretty much the turn 2 play, which really hurts a lot of people. But overall, really cool deck. I don't know if anybody else has been testing it other than Devon, but really good. Really good, really good, really good, really good.
I like Demigod.
Good input. Rob, hey, look, it's your 17th place deck. Of
Bubble Boy.
So you can talk about that if you like.
Bubble.
17. Ouch.
Listen,
Bubble Boy.
no, the deck feels really good. My only losses were to Invoker and Reboot Soul Striker. The Reboot Soul Striker was kind of my fault. I forgot to plus my Unison my first turn, and I got
It was
hella
an
punished.
SF3,
for
by
it.
the way, not Soul Striker.
No, it was Soul Striker.
I thought it was
He was playing a
SF3.
really cool engine. No. He was playing Soul Striker. He was playing like 2 or 3 Goku Black, the blue-yellow champ promo, and was running the Unforeseen Darkness, and he had the 9-drop Goku Black from set 10 that you could play off of the Goku Black and Energy. The deck was hella cute. It was really good. I misplayed. And Invoker can just suck a dick. I hate Invoker.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh.
Other than that, like, I mean, the deck does what the deck does. It's consistent. It plays hand control. It can aggro you out. It can play mid range. It can play late game. And it's Go Tank. So I mean, the deck's fun. I've been on it since they revealed that leader. So I'm kind of happy it became meta, but it also sucks because the mirrors are absolute headaches.
Big rip.
It's literally who has more hand control, and at that point, it just becomes a
No, it's a skill
attrition
match.
match.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, to an extent. I mean, the hand control stuff does work, or help, I should say. Especially Zombie 2, which you don't have anymore.
I played, like, it was just a casual one, but I played the mirror match where, like, he had way more hand destruction. My build was, like, outdated. All I did to win was I stopped charging. He didn't stop charging. Like, I just stop at 3 or 4 energy, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna manage my energy better. And now I'm drawing a bunch, and now my cards are better than his because his only hand destruct, and I'm not losing cards because I'm not charging.
Well,
So it's really awkward in the mirror because it's basically who resolves and sticks more Reapers. Then it becomes, I'm going to play Reaper. Then, oh, you're going to play Reaper, kill my Reaper. Well, I'm going to play Reaper to kill your Reaper. So, like, Cell becomes really off the table. Round 5, I sold my opponent because I went Reaper. He didn't have the Frieza. And then I played 2 of the Goten Trunks by critting 2 life and just going into Cell that way. And he just was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, I mean, I got to get to Cell. It's kind of how I got to kill you because it wasn't happening any other way. But no, I mean, the deck's all over the place. Like we said earlier, I think you need to run Max Saiyan and Max Powers to answer Red.
Hey, don't
Red is
tell
your
them that. Don't tell them that.
I'm gonna help out my other guys playing Go. Thanks, we gotta not lose to Red, man. No, I ran 2 Max Power or Max Saiyan and 2 Max Power, and you need it for the 6-drop. If you're gonna resolve and get rid of the 6-drop, Jaren becomes a lot less scary.
Yeah,
And then you're fine.
I think that's just a really good sideboard card in general, anyway. You know,
What card?
Yeah,
deals a
I think
lot.
in best of 1, you just run a 2-2 split.
The black counter.
Other
card
than
out
that,
the,
you probably just
anniversary.
time.
Yeah,
Max Power?
yeah, Max Power.
Oh yeah, Max Power. I'm gonna be mainboarding that card in like a couple bolts.
I think in best of 3, you mainboard the Mass A and inside the Max Powers, but in best of 1, you mainboard 2-2.
For sure.
I agree.
I like negates.
Wow.
Shut up, baby boy.
Let's move on to Devon. We have have this Dark Broly deck. I don't know. There's really much to talk about here. It's Dark Broly, 30k stuff.
Cool.
Why'd you put this stuff up? What have you done? All you did is add the TP promo. What are you done?
What I do? It's a cool deck, man.
What the hell?
You know, you just go. All right, I'm gonna swing a lot. You're gonna swing a lot, and then you kill my stuff. You play the little Gohan for free, and then they think they swinging lethal. You just go, all right, tap one. I'm gonna use my Mass Saiyan effect, and I'm gonna just only take 1 damage.
You know what also beats Gotenks? Dark Broly does. Dark Broly disrupts you so much because like you Mecha Kubra, stop your 6-drop Gotenks. You get rid of the pieces in the drop so you don't plus off a Reaper, and they remove it, and then they keep warping your hand. So it's a hand destruction, board destruction, yard destruction that you have no interaction with, and if you remove the Brolys, they come back. And it's so annoying, and I hate this deck. It is literally just a grind fest.
Just sounds like this section of the video is just Rob complaining right now. So
I definitely think that Dark Broly is the most slept on deck right now. It may not be as good as some people thought it was initially, but it's absolutely the most slept on deck.
Nah, it's still
right.
Really good.
It's one of those decks where I think it's probably the most pilot intensive, just in terms of the fact that essentially all the lines in your deck are available to you, like basically at turn 3 and beyond, and then it's just for up to you to decide the lines. Where I haven't landed on is if I think Dark Broly is a tier list or not, because I think it's strong and I think a pilot can take it really far, and I don't think that pilot has shined in the game so far. But I just don't know if it's strong enough to consistently put that player in topping position.
I think there was one that topped the last weekend, but I don't remember how far he got to. I think he was like up in like top 8 range, but I don't remember exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree. The deck is definitely skill intensive. Like this isn't just something you can be like, hey, look at this Gotenks list. I'm gonna throw this together and play it. It's true. Gotenks is really easy to play. The Dark Broly has so many lines of play. The deck isn't something you can just slap together. You guys do have both merit points. I do think it's probably close to like a tier 1, tier 1.5 with the right pilot. It's just trying to make sure the ratios and figuring out the proper list, I guess.
Dev, you play the Paragus? That card trash.
I was going to say that too. But
This is my deck.
Have you played?
Let me just point it out.
Yeah, all right. It has your name under it, so. Have you played against this, Joel, or no?
No, haven't seen a Dark Broly in like a week and a half.
Gohan beats it, so you like this matchup.
Yeah. I think like if you
that's Gohan beats everything, bro. Gohan beats everything.
With Dark Broly, the thing with Dark Broly.
Yo, come see my Gohan.
And I will give props to my friend Mike, because he plays this deck a lot, and he tells he's like, this deck it's just missing something, and it's like, because it's like the deck is really good, right? It does what it's supposed to do really well, but it just has like its defenses are really weak, and like there's just some things that you just can't really stop at certain times, and like it's just a lot of different things that's like that kind of makes the deck hard to play. Against things like Gohan, because like that's really hard to defend against shit like that. So
yeah,
I think what it needs is something similar to what Vegek's got, which is a 30k body deadly defender. Like that's it.
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know. I just think it needs like something that helps with the defense. Like I think the TP promo helps, but I think even then it's kind of hard because like you gotta see it.
Well,
I do think the deck is slept on. It just, like Dev was saying, it is missing something. It's hard to say what it is.
The Kid Coup package.
Ew, no.
No.
I mean, I like the
good,
Goku.
no.
I always like the Goku package, so I'm biased.
I mean, yeah, we play that shit in Demigra, so like I don't understand.
I don't. I go face.
I said we did.
I mean, yeah, before, but I even took out the Gohan unison in Demigra because I was like, this is wasted space.
I agreed. I took that card. I mean, I play the Vegeta if I'm playing them. But
yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think Vegeta's better.
Well,
That's my.
if oh yeah, we have freaking Josh. Hold on. No, it's no. It's
You
too
gotta
late.
show those
It's
stats.
it's
Maybe.
too late now. It's too late. It's too late. You put it in there, so now I gotta do it. This one actually. Oh, hello. I gotta actually do this one. Did you pull a cooler deck in here too, Dev? There you go.
I did.
Why you got this trash on here?
Cooler. It's just Gogeta, but with cooler.
All right, we're moving on. So we also have.
Cooler was never
God,
good.
what is it?
Waste
What
of
is
time.
this? What is this? What is this image? What is this? Is that good? There you go.
Oh, you're missing a bunch.
How?
That's my list. That's what I've been playing in person. It's
There you
pretty
go.
fun.
I can't read what
Anything
those
else?
cards do, Josh.
Get a magnifying glass.
Just kind of.
I'd have to be able to read pixels. No, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know the cards that are in front of you, look them up.
All right.
So, card names.
We're gonna move on to the community deck list. And see what we got.
Let's see what
There you
other
go.
people are playing these days.
Yeah, this is mainly from the Discord. I think I just saw yours, Philip Tran, so we'll look at it too. Here's Toa.
Toa.
This is from Get 'em, I want to say. Pretty
I
sure
gotta
this is from Get 'em.
go.
This was Ghetto.
You want to?
I gotta go.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Later. Bye.
Bye. All right then.
I am curious on why the Vegeta instead of the Gohan unison.
Because
I think the Gohan
Vegeta is
unison.
better.
Especially in this deck where you
Shut
have
up,
to,
you bias.
you have to pitch one for any non-keeper autos. So.
It's so good.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty good. It's better.
The
Get
Gohan, I haven't played with the Gohan, but I got to rework it. It was something I brought up before we started. Especially with the new draft box stuff, I haven't really messed with it. I kind of want to play the Demigra chain and just play heavy hand control with
Or
all
you
the
could just
Demigras that
not play
swing and
Toa,
rip cards.
just play Demigra instead.
Yeah, the list. That,
No,
the list I showed you is kind of like that. Also, I want to just from the memes, I want to play Toa with the Demigra promo. Let's just see how it goes. Like an aggro Mira Demigra thing going on.
I think
But
the super combos need to be the Vegeta because then you can put the mirrors back in the deck.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Other than that,
which Vegeta?
it looks
the new one?
solid, dude.
The new Vegeta?
You definitely play the
The
Vegeta
super
super combo from now on. It sucks because like you usually want to play like Bibbidi or in
It
this
is nice
deck you would
because you
play
can-
that, but it's definitely Vegeta.
because you do get the draw earlier. The Vegeta is just better because there's times where if you have the 7-drop Miras in hand, you can just bottom deck them, go into 5-drop Mira, and then you're guaranteed the chain.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since you play the Vegeta unison, you're gonna get the 4 life. So like, why not play Vegeta?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I personally like Vegeta anyway. Plus, it gives you the option to self-awaken in Toa as well, which, you know.
I
there's-
also do think,
Or not
at
self-awaken,
least
but take
testing
life.
for me, the Overrealm Mira that you can pay 4 to go into the 5-drop, I don't think it's needed really anymore because of the new 2-drop. You just play that for free. But your list is running a little bit more battle card heavy-ish, I guess,
Yeah, most
early on. Because you have the 1-drop Toa, the 1-drop Shushu, the
Yeah,
Dimension
yeah,
Toa,
yeah.
and stuff like that. So, like, I don't know. Again, I think I'm more so biased just because I only run the 4 2-drop. I run 4 4 4, 4 2-drop, 4 5-drop, 4 7-drops. And then
Where's your Majin Boos?
Yeah, you do need my dog. This is where Gohan's good too. So, excuse me.
Here we go.
Once you awaken, you can recycle your 2-man on a mission, Majin Buu is not even a scratches between leader and Gohan. So each turn you can draw like 5 or 6 cards on top of mirror chaining your opponent. So that's the only reason I'm kind of biased toward Gohan, because you can go turn 1, play Gohan, overwhelm the 3-drop Relentless Mirror, make them discard a card, plus Gohan.
Exactly.
Put pieces back, and then I don't know.
He already has a way to put them back.
Okay, well, listen, man. I'm just going off of what I've been testing. It's just my input on the list. I could be wrong.
I like this list. I just think you should add in Majin Buu. That's it. That's the only thing I would say.
I mean,
Majin Buu
it'd be okay.
The Majin Buus.
Yeah, I would say switch Kai to Vegeta, and then
I think Kai's fine.
Add the
you need 10 in the if you need 10 in the warp to awaken anyway, so Kai is fine to me. And then not even scratch would probably be where Buddha is, but you kind of want more negates in tow anyway. But
yeah, true.
I don't know. Not too bad. Not too bad. We also have his Dark Broly deck, looking like Devon over here, but he got some 2 Champa. Why people don't put Champa in Dark Broly, I have no idea. This 40k double strike. Hello?
I think I was gonna put it in, but I don't remember I never changed it.
If I was a Dark Broly player, if they were 4 or less, I'm swinging with my 30ks in double strike. I'm putting 4 Champa in this bitch because what are you gonna do? 40k
psychopath.
40k double strike. What do you want? What are you gonna do?
I hate
don't
negative
care.
energy balls. That SCR is just not good.
It makes sense because you can just activate battle and just get rid of your 30ks on board and then just use.
But this is really good because the Broly just plays all their stuff for free, so you can just clear your opponent's board and then play the Broly.
Well, I mean, you're clearing
and then go to town.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't care about your board getting cleared because half the time you're clearing it yourself anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you play the 1-drop. Oh, what you doing with that?
What you
Not
doing
the
with
bean.
that?
I don't know about this one.
That card's not good, Chief.
It's the bean.
More people gotta play that card. That's what I'm saying.
I like the card.
So good defensively.
I like the card. I'm just messing.
That card
I don't know about this dual attack.
Chief.
I don't know about this.
Card got a dookie.
I don't know about this dual attack, but I mean, overall, the list looks good.
It's fine.
Maybe put these bad boys to 4, even if Toa gets them. And maybe even
I still
Toa
don't know
at 4.
how I feel about that SS4 card. I just don't know.
Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Yeah. Well,
I just don't know.
Moving on to Macros. Macros baby, Vegeta baby red green. Oh, okay. So this is similar to the.
That's interesting.
Yeah, this is similar. Oh, it has the Dropbox stuff too with the Mern. Oh.
Ooh.
I wonder how this plays out.
We were just thinking about Baby Vegeta the other day, except with Gogeta.
We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Except with the Gogeta package.
Yeah.
This is cool too, though. I guess.
Yeah, this is kind of spicy, man. I like it.
It looks cool. I would like to see it in person or in practical.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool.
Like
especially with the new Unison.
Yeah, the new. So I mean, this is just a lot of burn stuff. You play out Liquor. I feel like if you're playing Nappas, you should play it at 4. Even if I wouldn't care because now.
Wait.
I mean, I would play Gogeta. I would probably reduce this by 1 and play like 2 Gogeta at least, and kind of get the. If you're playing this at 4, I feel like you should have more targets, especially if you're playing this at 3. That's
Agree.
And then minusing it with leader for this guy, ventral onslaught right after. I think you should have more cheaper targets for an alliance as well, because you really don't have like anything that plays out for 1 or 2 that you can easily just put down, other than Tao, which is free, but you need more cards after that.
You can play the arrival Gogeta. That's what you guys just
that's what I'm saying.
We were talking about that one.
Yeah.
I forget what this does. But this is good too because it's basically a free alliance for the turn, because it removes itself from the turn afterwards. So I would bump this up to 4 at least, because then you can just alliance at any time, pretty much, as long as you have.
I think that with the alliance decks, I think the Nappa super combo being at 4 is really good, because then it just gives you free bodies to alliance into.
Yeah, that too. That's another
Especially
reason.
especially once you're on the Awakened side, because then the 10Ks you're already going to be losing a card to combo up to the 15. But now at this point, you just have 20K under your alliance for 2 super combos.
What's this doing?
I think my only thing with like decks like this is like you just don't really have a lot of draw power.
Yeah.
So you're just sitting there and you're gonna start losing hand very soon, late game.
Yeah.
You're gonna notice it really hard.
I wouldn't. Yeah. Right. I wouldn't bother with Sin.
Hey.
I wouldn't bother with Sin.
I know
this
that's
guy. Yeah. I don't know.
Draw a lot. Headaches.
Yeah, I would. Okay, here's what I do before you continue. I would take out these guys. These guys aren't really needed because like you're not really much of a minus deck. Like you don't. It's not really focused on that, and then any blockers are usually like, 10K or less. You don't really have to worry about it unless it has barrier, which this doesn't.
True.
Like this does get around barrier technically, but still.
If you're gonna play it in unison, you just play Jiren.
Yes, and then I also would bump this up. Also, you're playing this guy, so like this is like Yamcha's gonna be live for your alliance. The turn you play this, and they get to take 1 life. This should be at 3 at least because you have so much skill stuff that takes life, and then of course this guy at 4, maybe this guy at 3 because you already have so many multicolors. So anyway, yeah, I don't know.
So change the whole deck.
No, that was like 3 things. What are you talking about? You're gonna say, Dev?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, let's move on. Also have Gohan skillless. Okay.
I think this deck is slept on. I ain't gonna lie.
We need the new stuff though.
Especially with the Draft Box 6 stuff, is going to be interesting to see because I do think this is going to be a deck you're going to start seeing a little bit of.
Yeah. I think so. I think people really need to explore the new stuff. Like on paper, it looks fun, but I also think it's like going to be pretty aggressive and pretty.
I don't know if people watched Isaiah Herring's stream from earlier. Not a lot of people were like in there, but basically he was just saying like there's a lot of the skillless cards in the new draft box that people need to pick up as like singles or whatnot because there's a lot of skillless stuff coming out, and it's gonna make those decks super.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Pretty standard, I would say. Pretty standard. Has a Khalifa tech and overall pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would play these at 3 personally. Even if you're playing Saiyan, I think you kind of want to go into like turn 1 this one, turn 2 or turn 3 this guy. But
I don't understand the 2/2 super combo split myself, but this
defense, I guess. I would take the draw in this leader because you don't.
I would take a draw for sure.
But that's just me. Hey, Hurrigan, Black Cats. Okay, got the new stuff going. You got Ectoplasm. Probably not that one. I know, right? Josh left already. You probably don't need that many of these. Okay. So just a small multicolor package. Have the whole Hurrigan line.
I like this.
I mean, I like it as a thematic deck.
Yeah, it's a theme person's type of deck.
Yeah, I would have to play. I haven't played Hurrigan, so I can't really give you too much feedback on this.
Yeah.
Cool deck.
Overall, it looks cool.
Well, this is Josh question.
Huh? Yeah, if Josh was here, he would have been better at it, kind of giving that little. Now we were actually just talking about this deck earlier. I don't think we were. I was talking with somebody earlier about Man, and like we were talking about all the new stuff, and like I was like, this league's probably gonna be really cool.
I don't know about really good, but really cool. Yeah,
I said really cool.
I know. I know.
I don't think there's much new stuff in here from what I'm seeing, but
yeah. I mean, you got I don't really want to. I wouldn't play this. Like you already have. Like if you're gonna be using the effect to bring it back or whatever the effect is, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, unless is this the 10K or is this the negate?
That's the negate.
It's the negate, and it puts like 2 back into your drop from warp.
Yeah, I figured. So
I feel like with this deck, like I feel like I get what you're trying to do with the deck, but I feel like, and it's the same problem that like Xeno Goku has, and Demigod. Well, Demigod doesn't have it because he has a or wormhole, but essentially it's just like Overrealm, like as your main focus is just too fair of an idea. When other decks can play like a million cards on like one turn, or like they can play big 6-drop 30Ks or like big 6-drop 25Ks with dual attack on like the same energy you would use to play one Overrealm, right?
Yeah.
And they get more value out of it than you do. So like it's just like it's better because like I know we in the in our thing against I think was it Scatter Report where or where Ben played the Vegex line under the Bardock or under the Mass Saiyan leader, which I thought was really cool because I didn't realize that you could do that.
Of course.
I was like, oh, that's really neat. And then I was like, wait, with the new stuff with the black, if you do Vegex under this leader and then you add the new stuff, you can actually go into that Xeno Goku. From the new set, and it's really easy to do so, and it's really cool. I think.
Yeah, I do agree.
I think this is just a too fair of a deck overall.
It's just the leader effects. I like the leader effect. It just doesn't do enough for you.
Yeah.
And then we also have full counter by Get 'em. More baby stuff. This is for Josh.
Oh my god!
It just looks like
not here. He got 2 decks that are catered to him, and he's not even here.
I know. Just hit him up. Get him. That's all I can tell you.
Get him. Just go talk to Josh.
This is always fun right there. But I think that's all other than Phillips. Let me go.
Yeah, I think I looked at it earlier in the chat. It was Dark Broly, I think.
Dark Broly, more Dark Broly.
Bro, the deck is so good.
Yeah.
Deck be slept on.
What the heck?
But like, here's the thing: is a deck really slept on if it requires like an insane pilot?
I don't even think it requires an insane. I think it requires a pilot that knows how to sequence properly. That's like the only thing I think you need for that deck, really.
And also, don't say that because Jaden's gonna get a big head. So.
Fuck Jaden. He doesn't even play the deck. Jaden sucks.
Don't do that.
That's why he's not even playing the game now. All right, whatever. Anyways,
he's playing. He just doesn't play for real. He just tried to floor out his Dark Broly deck, so I guess that's something. He was literally here. I was with him like 2 days ago. He's folding it out, so he's doing stuff.
He probably still plays the fucking skillless line in it. Anyways, all right.
He does. This looks pretty standard. Pretty standard.
No, he's missing a lot of
unless
he's missing a lot of 30K like triggers. Honestly.
Oh yeah, is this full?
I don't think
Philip.
I don't think the Supreme Kaiser needed.
No,
you tend to draw a lot. The deck has a keep a decent hand with that deck, so I don't think the Supreme Kaiser are going to be worth it.
Yeah, I would take those out. Maybe throw in like Assault from the Skies, probably.
Yeah, you throw like 2 Assault from the Skies, a couple of the Tag Team Gohan if you own them. I don't know. Everybody doesn't own that card, but I'd say you can probably run like a Fu. I think Fu's really good in this deck. People forget Fu's a 30K battle card. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, I think people sleep on the Mecha Gabora. Like that's why I put it in mine. Because like Mike showed me that, or Mike reminded me about that card. He plays that card in Sin. that card is just fun.
Yeah, the format's so linear right now. Yeah, the format's so linear right now. Like I played in mono blue just because it like if you know the matchup well enough, it's essentially get an extra turn.
That card's so dumb.
Especially in Dark Broly 2, it's so good. So you can be like, oh, I'm gonna stop your next turn, and I'm gonna go get you go get one of the Dark Star balls.
Yep.
Wait, the card has an extra. The battle card has an extra effect. What?
Yeah.
Wow. On that note, that was it, y'all. That was actually all I have.
Wait, he does more.
That's all I have.
Wait, there's more.
I don't know why this is showing here, but there you go. That's pretty much it. Our thoughts on Red Broly and Dark Broly. We talked about it earlier. Red Broly's kind of pretty. It's hard to deal with in the best of 1, but like you can deal with in best of 3. I'll do a video on that in the coming week. And then Dark Broly, yeah. And the Dark Broly we just talked about it's good. Just requires a
Yeah.
good pilot, and you have to learn the deck. That's all it is. You can't just pick it up and be like, yeah, I know everything now.
Yeah, I think the same thing with Red Broly. Honestly, I think you need to be a good pilot because if you play things wrong in that deck, you can actually get hard punished.
Oh yeah,
So bad.
I actually thought that Red Broly. Well, let me back it up. I thought Red Broly was bad without the TP. Without the TP, I played it again and I saw the lines of play and what it wants to do by turn 3, and I can see why it's really good. But with the TP, just makes it so consistent and just so freaking stupid.
That's all it is. It just makes it more consistent and a little dumber to play the deck. Like it's just like a little crazier.
But you're saying every single game I'm gonna get out a 30k critical, and while I do that, I'm gonna keep swapping out and swing 4 times before that, and also warp 4 cards out of your hand, and also the next turn I'm gonna swap into warping 3 more cards. So I'm pretty sure that's a really good thing.
Yeah, but I'm not saying the deck's bad by any means, but I'm saying like if you do things incorrectly and you against the wrong pilot, against the wrong player, against the wrong deck, you will get punished. Yeah. So just be careful when you're playing that deck because you can think like, oh, my play's safe. Oh, I just play this card and I just go into this card, right? It's fine, right? Nobody can interact with that. And then you do something and they're like, okay, all right, kill it. You're like, oh no, my chain's gone. Now what do I do?
My camera died, so I don't know where the other battery is, so I'm gonna put you guys up here. I'm still here.
Cool.
Yeah, anyway, so that's all I have. That's all we have, most likely, as well. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. All 30, almost 40 people of you concurrently, and then a bunch of playbacks that I see that, whatever. Any last thoughts? Closing thoughts, anybody?
No, I mean, join the Discord if you're not, or haven't already joined. We're all free. Tag us, message us, bounce the ideas off. I mean, I know we did it more on the stream, but don't hesitate to ask us questions, man. All of us are easygoing, except Devon. He bites hard. He's a tool.
Wow.
But, yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I'm offended.
Wow.
Oh, whatever.
All right then. Well,
no. We forgot the main thing. Subscribe to the YouTube.
They already subscribed. Let's not play. Subscribe to Aspira. That's probably better.
That's true.
Oh.
That too.
Thanks.
And then, other than that, we're gonna close it out. I was gonna play test after this, but I got stuff to do, and I'll be on tomorrow.
Play Pokemon?
Wow, I'm gonna be on tomorrow to play test a bunch of draft box 3 stuff and other stuff. So yeah, Gohan too. We can play. I can play. Anybody who want to play? I have time for one Gohan match, which is about 5 minutes. So we can do that.
That's how long that's gonna take anyway, so it's fine.
I've seen you've been shuffling those codes since you turned on your camera, and it's been something like,
I just stack
Before we close it out, Spirit, we have one question. If you didn't play Evoker,
one thing.
Aspira.
Yeah.
Oh, I said, someone asked if you didn't play Invoker or if you're not going to play Invoker anymore, what are you going to play?
So while putting Invoker on break, because I do believe I'll go back to it eventually. You know, baby always comes back. But till then, honestly, right now I'm testing Ramp Vegeta. But if I had to pick a deck to take to a tournament and I had the cards for it, it'd be Red Broly.
Whack.
Red
All
Broly.
Right.
Whack.
Really, bro?
No, that's a good
Really,
pick. That's a
bro?
good pick. That's a good pick. It's a good
You
pick.
have offended Joel.
It's a good pick.
Really?
It's a good pick.
Is that Espira always plays the decks that I fucking hate. I see that nothing has changed.
Mike,
Motherfucker, still
Mike, who
of course he says Red Broly. Of course.
Mike, who asked the question, also said whack. So, there you go.
If he's playing it, it's obviously fucking broken and stupid.
Yep, there you go. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. Exclamation point team to see all people's quotes, and already did exclamation point Discord if you're not in there already, and then those who are watching the recording, you can always comment below. So there you go. See you guys. Say bye.
Later.